Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tom Talks Stuff. I'm Gleeman Tom, and today we're doing Pottermore. I am super excited. I did a Pottermore account a couple years ago, but I haven't been on it in a long time. I don't know why. I love Pottermore. I love everything Harry Potter. And I was watching Super Carlin Brothers Harry Potter Theory. Which one was it? Which house was Hagrid in? And I was having fun with that. And I was like, you know what? I want to do a Pottermore video. I've been trying to put out some content, and that's just what I want to do. So we're going to go down. I'm not going to join my Hogwarts house yet because I don't have a wand. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do first? You have explored 0 of 100 locations in Hogwarts. That wasn't there the last time I was on here. That's kind of cool. All right. So let's start with the wand ceremony. Discover your wand. See what I get here. Sure. You know what? I'm going to read the story. I am. Okay, Mr. Ollivander by J.K. Rowling. The family of Ollivander has been long associated with the mysterious profession of wandcraft. It is said that the name means he who owns the olive wand, which suggests that the original Ollivander arrived in Britain from a Mediterranean country, olive trees not being native to the UK. I didn't know that. Mr. Ollivander himself believes that his earliest forebears in this country arrived with the Romans and set up subsequently shop, to sell ancient British wizards those wands were crude of construction and unreliable performance. I wonder why my mouse is blinking like that. Mr. Ollivander is arguably the finest maker of wands in the world, and many foreigners travel to London to purchase one of his wands in preference to those on offer in their native lands. Just doesn't sound right. Mr. Ollivander grew up in the family business in which he showed precocious talent. He had the ambition of improving upon the cores and wandwoods hitherto. I apologize, I'm not reading well today. Used, and from his earliest days conceived a single-minded, even fanatical determination in his pursuit of the ideal wand. Prior to Mr. Ollivander's proprietorship? Is that how it? Man, I am not good at reading aloud. Of the family business, wizards used wide variety of wand cores. A customer would often present the wand maker with a magical substance to which they were attached or had inherited, or by which their family swore. Hinted at by the core of Fleur Delacour's wand. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Mr. Ollivander, however, was a purist who insisted that the best wands would never be produced merely by encasing the whiskers of a favorite Kneazle, or the stalk of a Dittany plant that once saved a wizard's father from poisoning, or the mane of a Kelpie, a witch had once met on holiday in Scotland. Oh, God. In the customer's favorite wood, the best wands, he believed, had cores of immensely powerful magical substances, which were expertly enclosed and specially selected and complementary wandwoods, the result to be matched to an owner with whom the wand itself felt the most affinity. The wand chooses the wizard, yes, we know. While there was initially substantial resistance to this revolutionary way of crafting wands, it swiftly became clear that Ollivander's wands were infinitely superior to anything that had come before. His methods of locating wandwoods and core substances, marrying them together and matching them to ideal owners are all jealously guarded secrets that were coveted by rival wand makers. Well, that's really kind of cool. I think that's supposed to be Harry getting his wand, right? I liked that, but wouldn't it be fun to read a side story or a book about a young Ollivander going off and collecting wand cores and kicking butt to get all those stuff? That would be cool. Which wand will you choose? Discover your wand. Let's see what I get. Is it sending me to a new page? Yes. Begin the experience. To ensure we find the perfect wand for you, it's very important that you answer the following questions honestly. First of all, would you describe yourself as average height, short, or tall? Okay, I hate to admit it, but I am totally a short guy. I'm about 5'5", so my eyes are dark brown or black, brown, hazel, blue, blue-gray, blue-green, green, gray, or other. That's kind of hard because my eyes change colors, but a lot of people tell me that they usually look gray. So let's go with that one. Was the day you were born an even number or an odd number? Well, I was born on the 10th, so that's an even number. Do you most pride yourself on your kindness, optimism, determination, resilience, imagination, intelligence, or originality? Well, to me, my overactive imagination is a gift and a curse, but I guess I would pride myself on that the most. Traveling alone down a deserted road, you reach a crossroads. Do you continue left towards the sea, ahead towards the forest, or right towards the castle? That's a hard question. And to be honest, I seem to remember this question, and I thought I got it originally a couple years ago when I was picking my Hogwarts house. It's kind of interesting. So do I go towards the sea? Do I go ahead towards the forest? Or I go left? I already said that. Well, to be honest, I mean, going through the forest would be the fastest route. Plus, I've always been partial to forests, so I'm going to pick the forest. Do you most fear fire, darkness, isolation, small spaces, or heights? I actually am claustrophobic. Yeah, not a fan of small spaces. In a chest of magical artifacts, which would you choose? An ornate mirror? Not really. Not even if it was the Mirror of Erised, you know what I mean? Dusty bottle. Interesting. A golden key. A silver dagger. That sounds kind of cool. Go down. A bound scroll. That's what Hermione would take, definitely. A glittering jewel. Probably Ron. A black glove. Oh, that's it. Well, shit. I've actually have, bought dusty bottles at, thrift shops because I thought they looked kind of cool. I know that sounds weird, but I'm just gonna go with that. Hell yeah. Let's do that. Okay. So a beech wood with a unicorn hair core, 10.5 inches, and surprisingly swishy flexibility. Your wand has chosen you. Spread the word. Well, I'm doing a video on it, so I don't really have to. More about my wand. Ooh, nice. Okay, so it's beechwood, unicorn hair. Oh, I didn't really want a unicorn hair core. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so what's beechwood about? Beechwood is the true match for a beech wand whip. The true match for a beech wand will be if young, wise beyond his or her years, and if full-grown, rich in understanding and experience. Well, thank you for the compliment, because I'm like 28. No, actually, what am I saying? I turned 27 on the 10th of July, so I can't even remember my own birthday. So maybe wise, not wise beyond my years, and maybe not rich in understanding. I'm kind of tripping over myself. Beech wands perform very weakly for the narrow-minded and intolerant. Oh, okay, so mine will be a little bit stronger, because I like to think in broad strokes instead of narrow-minded. Such wizards and witches, having obtained a beech wand without having been suitably matched, yet coveting this most desirably richly hued and highly prized wandwood, ooh, nice, have often presented themselves at the homes of learned wand makers such as myself, demanding to know the reason for their handsome wand's lack of power. When properly matched, the beech wand is capable of I can't even say it. I know what it is. I can't say it. I'm tripping over my own words. An artistry rarely seen any other woods, hence its lustrous reputation. Subtly, there we go. I knew how to say it, but I couldn't do it. Unicorn hair generally produces the most consistent magic. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool. And is least subject to fluctuations and blockages unless you break it with a car and a whomping willow, right, Ron? Wands with unicorn cores are generally the most difficult to turn to the dark arts. Booyah! I am not a dark wizard. There are the most faithful of all wands and usually remain strongly attached to their first owner. Okay, maybe that's why Ron had trouble with his wand in the first place, because it wasn't his originally, and he never won its allegiance. That's kind of interesting. They are the most faithful of all wands and usually remain strongly attached to their first owner, irrespective of whether he or she was an accomplished witch or wizard. Minor disadvantages of unicorn hair are that they do not make the most powerful wands. Although the wand wood may compensate, and I got beech wand wood, so that's awesome, and they are prone to oh god, I bumped my table. I know how to say it too, but for some reason I'm having a hard time reading aloud today, man. Malalkane? Oh god, I know what it is. I'm gonna feel so stupid when people hear this. I know what it is. Just leave me alone. Uh, if seriously mishandled, meaning that their hair may die or need replacing. Interesting. 10.5 inches in length. The following notes on wand length are taken from notes on the subject by Mr. Garrick Ollivander. His name was Garrick? Cool. Most wands will be in the range of between 9 and 14 inches, while I have sold extremely short wands, 8 inches and under, and very long wands, over 15 inches. Can you imagine a 15-inch wand? Holy crap, how would you stow that in your jeans? There are exceptionally rare. In the latter case, a physical peculiarity demanded the excessive wand length. However, abnormally short wands usually select those in which character or something is lacking, rather than because they are physically undersized. Many small witches and wizards are chosen by longer wands. Interesting. Surprisingly swishy and flexible. Surprisingly swishy flexibility. Eventually, I'll learn how to read aloud. We never know. Maybe 27 isn't too late. Garrick Ollivander again. I didn't know his name was Garrick. That's actually kind of cool. Wand flexibility or rigidity denotes the degree of adaptability and willingness to change possessed by the wand and owner pair. Although, again, this factor ought to not be considered separately from the wand wood, core, and length, nor of the owner's life experience and style of magic, all of which will combine to make the wand in question unique. So apparently, I'm super adaptive. That's kind of awesome. Well, I have got my wand. That's kind of cool. I'll see you guys next time when I join my Hogwarts house. That's going to be fun.